Hey folks, Troy Dooley, the Beachside CEO, and we are sitting here at the Lyoness. I'm going to call this a Super Saturday because most people watching this is probably in network marketing, but when you take the last 48 hours, I've watched a company, an international mammoth of a company, launch an office. Their founder showed up, top executives showed up, and we have Stephanie Nielsen. Stephanie, have you got a big network marketing background?
Not a big one. I've been in several companies. I've been a consumer. I've been someone who was always a mid-range producer. But you know, the best thing was I never joined the NFL club. You know, the no friends left.
Yes.
And because of that, I had a skill set of personal development, but I never found a company where the effort and the energy that it took to get to the top was worth the results. So I was always just somebody who enjoyed the product, enjoyed the people, enjoyed the concept until I came to Lyoness.
And you know, something else that's this little hidden secret is that Stephanie didn't need Lyoness. She wasn't down on her luck. She wasn't poor and holding on the street corner. I'm going to let her share a little bit about her background before she came to Lyoness.
I have a doctorate degree in pharmacy. I'm a board-certified clinical nutritionist. I ran and owned a nutritional healing center, and when Lyoness was brought to me, it was brought to me to say, how would you like to have a loyalty program? And I said, well, I have one. And they said, well, how's it working? And I said, it's not. It takes time away from my business. It's a pain. They said, if we could show you a way to make money when your customers were not shopping with you, and we took care of all the hassles of the loyalty, would you be interested? And I said, tell me more.
See that, and I think that's a great story because so many times we hear how great people joined, but they didn't have a degree, they weren't in business, they were looking for something. So to find people that are successful that say, I want to look at this, is big. Now, Stephanie, with your background, even just a little bit in network marketing, what were one or two things that really attracted you heavy to Lyoness?
Well, I think the most important thing was there was no specific, an additional amount of money that had to come out of my pocket. And I could see, you and I both know, that with the statistics in network marketing that people recruit 2.7 people, sure, that it's $150 a month out of their pocket. That's what kills the business as well. I saw here that there was no additional money coming out. We all buy gas, we all buy groceries, we all buy toiletries, we all whatever. And if I simply redirected my shopping to name brands that I always wanted, then I could make money on it. So I say to people, do you shop? Do you know people who shop? You qualify. And are you getting paid to do your shopping? Now I get paid to do my shopping. The second thing that I saw that the company had an 8-year track record at that point. Sure. They were in 27 countries. They were already a multi-million-dollar business. I knew that with or without me, this would be a success in the U.S. So the choice was to see that swell, to see that wave building and start paddling, keep my head down, don't focus on any baloney, but if you just do the work, which is shop, share, and do it again and again and again and again, there was no way to lose. Anyone who shops, whether it's in a down economy and you're shopping at Kmart or Sears or any of those other stores, or whether it's an upmarket and you shop with Harrods of London, wow, you can buy a Mercedes, you can buy a BMW over in Europe. It goes from range to range. We are recession proof. And when you're recession proof, you get a free membership, you can start with nothing and build to the future. How could you lose?
Let me ask you about that because that's a little bit unique. Most direct selling companies, whereas they don't make it mandatory to have an auto ship, most of them do have a business pack or something that you've got to buy to get in the business. Sometimes that could be a few $100s, sometimes it can be higher, but you guys really are, you're free. How does that work for you to make money?
Well, do you have a budget?
I do have.
Do you have expenses every month?
I do have.
Do you get paid to turn those expenses into income?
I don't.
Well, I do.
Well,
and all I have to do is show you the same way. Okay. You know, most people would love to make their budget smaller, but they don't know how to capitalize on it. It's about making your money work for you. And you choose. It's not going to a certain store, having to buy 50 rolls of toilet paper, needing a U-Haul to get it home, and then needing a storage unit to keep it. Right. It's I can buy 5 rolls of what I want, when I want, where I want, and I get paid to do it.
That's an amazing thing right there, I think. And it's not always been easy, because when any company comes into a new country, there's usually not really strong leadership. There's, you might see the vision and have to get started. From when you joined to today, how has all that changed?
Well, I was one of the first 300 in the whole U.S. to be exposed to this, and I was the first person on the West Coast. I have a researching background when I was a pharmacist and when I worked for pharmaceutical companies, so I'm fairly detail-oriented and organized. And I just knew that if I systematically worked for myself and taught others to do it. My mother was a school teacher for 35 years.
Okay.
I wanted to be a school teacher, and she said, honey, don't do it. You got champagne tasting on a beer budget. But she said, find what you love and teach that. I like to shop. I love to shop. So I teach people how to shop. I teach people how to get paid and turn their expenses into income. And I'm having a blast doing it. So I call myself a shopinista extraordinaire, and we're raising shopping to a new art form.
And you are definitely doing that. One last question that I want to get to you. I see a lot about building the business, but you guys really have a unique, I think, process, because you look for small businesses that you're not really trying to recruit, to change, to become networkers, but you want them to become part of the whole process to help the shoppers. Can you share a little bit about that?
Well, we have a three-prong approach. If you imagine a triangle, we have our shoppers.
Okay.
We have shoppers that are building a shopping network, which are super shoppers.
Okay.
And then we have our small to medium-sized businesses, which we call SMEs. Everybody works together. You've got to have shoppers that all they want to do is shop. Then you've got shoppers that really see this as a business, and they want a little piece of all the shopping that's happening. I only wanted a little piece of all the shopping that happened in my backyard. And then it was the county. And then it was, well, maybe part of the state. And we now have a business that's in 12 countries. It's not because of what I did. It's because everybody knows somebody who shops. But we have to have places to shop. So we're not trying to recruit businesses to become networkers or relationship builders. They have relationships. They have relationships with their customers. Our customers are fiercely loyal. They get paid to shop. See, we do three things really well. You get paid to shop, you get paid to share, and you get paid to stay loyal. So when we drive business to those merchants, they keep their eye on their business. We solidify their businesses. You know, small business is what makes up the basis of our economy. So when we can shore up those small businesses, when those small businesses keep their eye on the ball and become profitable, and then because they're so happy, they offer us more of a loyalty benefit, and our shoppers come back and our shoppers refer more people. Do you see how it's nothing more than a cycle, and everybody wins? So they keep their eye on the ball, and what happens when they're happy? They refer their customers. See, you can't become a shopper unless somebody refers you. Then they refer to their friends who are also business owners, because birds of a feather flock together. They know their vendors and all. And the more shops we have, do you know, Troy, a year ago in October, we had less than 40 SMEs. Today, we have over 1,500 in 1 year.
Wow.
By next year, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. The more places we have to shop, the more people we need to shop there, the more people will share. Now, a lot of people say, I'll wait till it's convenient. Well, let me ask you, is it convenient to get an education? Is it convenient to find a job? What we have is you have to shop. You have to share. Whether you got a job or whether you got an education, you got to shop.
That's true.
We just get paid to do something that everybody does. From the time you're 2 to the time you take your last breath, you got to consume, and we get paid.
You know, folks, this is what it's about, is just being real. You know, and everybody that I've met at Lyoness, that's the one thing I can say, is they've been real, you know, and that's what it's about. So watch this, check it out. Remember, live life like it's an epic adventure. Stay dangerous, stay strong, and if you're in network marketing, act like it.